Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media. IPOB press release May 3, 2024. IPOB sends a serious warning to Ohanis and Digbo to stop plans to apologize to Fulani or face severe consequences. Ohains in Digbo has committed a sacrilege and abomination against Ndigbo and against all the indigenous peoples in Nigeria. The attention of the family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by the indomitable leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the sacrilegious and shameful move by Ohanes and Digbo to apologize to the murderous Fulani Caliphate in what they called ablution and what they called Ako na Obi. Ohanese has crossed the red line by attempting to go and apologize to the Fulani terrorists for what the clueless Ohanese called forgiveness from the Caliphate for Igbo military officers' involvement in the 1966 coup that led to the death of Sir Ahmadu Bello. By the abominable planned visit of Ohanis, Ndigbo will be on record as aggressors instead of victims. These red-cap thieves in Ohanis are morons and ignorant fellows that have allowed bribe money to take away their sense of reasoning. These men are the household enemies of Ndigbo and other indigenous people in Nigeria. Blood-tasty Fulanis have murdered indigenous people of Biafra and Ndigbo from 1933, 1945, 1953, 1966 till date, indigenous people of Hausa, indigenous people of Yoruba, indigenous people of Middle Belt, and other indigenous peoples in Nigeria. These murderous Fulanis have not apologized for killing millions of indigenous people in Nigeria. But the vampires in Ohanze had effrontery to plan to go and apologize to the Fulani Caliphate for the military coup of 1966. The military coup of January 15, 1966 was carried out by young military officers from all ethnic groups in Nigeria to stop Malam Ahmadu Bello and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa from the forceful Islamization of Nigeria. But Major Chukwuma Nziogu and other young military officers, including those from northern western, saw this and stopped them with Middle Belt regions, stopped them in a bloody coup. Ndigbo never sent military officers to stage a coup for them or to murder on their behalf. Nevertheless, the 1966 coup that was carried out by the young military officers from all the ethnic groups in Nigeria was viciously tagged as Igbo coup. Why was the military coup led by Murtala Muhammad, Babangida, Buhari, Abacha, and other northern military officers not tagged Hausa or Fulani coup? Ohainze Ndigbo leadership has seen cash given by Fulani Caliphate to misrepresent Ndigbo and declare Ndigbo guilty of a crime that was not committed by Ndigbo. Ndigbo has been victims of Fulani massacre in the northern Nigeria from 1933 till date. During the genocidal war of 1966 to 1970, millions of Ndigbo were massacred, both pregnant women and unborn children. Still today, Ndigbo are being slaughtered in their farms and homes by Fulani terrorists. Case of recent Uzo Uwani of Enugu State is a case study. This bunch of Fulani handpicked traitors in Ohanis, led by Iwanyanwu, have not boldly condemned the Fulani's murderous activities against Ndigbo, but decided to make a caricature of Ndigbo's integrity by going to apologize to the murderers. This is the height of insult not only to Ndigbo, but also to all the indigenous people in Nigeria who have been victims of the sponsored Fulani terrorists' attacks. If Ndigbo continues to allow these traitors called Ohanese Ndigbo to continue parade themselves as leaders of Ndigbo, the lives and safety of Ndigbo is completely compromised. Iwanyanwu and co. should know that nobody elected him. He should resign now before it's become late. The Fulani hand-picked treacherous leaders in Ohanze are representing the interest of Fulani Caliphate, not that of Ndigbo. It is time to stop the treacherous Ohanze from parading themselves as representatives of Ndigbo. They were never appointed nor elected by Ndigbo, but they selected and appointed themselves with the approval of their political masters and Fulani leadership and Hope Uzodinma. Ohanese Ndigbo has betrayed Ndigbo. They betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They betrayed Peter Obi's presidency. Ohanis are a bunch of hand-picked Fulani political stooges who want to speak for Ndigbo without Ndigbo's consent. Chief Iwanyanwu-led Ohanese faction are traitors. Hope Uzodinma and his Fulani masters selected Iwanyanwu as Ohanese president to do their bidding. These insatiable pot-belly political jobbers in Ohanze do not represent the interest of Ndigbo. The gullible men have been brainwashed by their Fulani masters to apologize to them and take responsibility of atrocities on behalf of Ndigbo for the actions of Nigeria military officers when some of them were not born. Sometimes these insatiable fellows claimed that Igbo youths insult their elders. It's now clear that they are the cause of it. How clueless and senseless these men can be for political favors. If Iwanyawu led the Ohanis and Dioshi faction dare go ahead to criminalize Ndigbo with the so-called apologies, they will attract serious consequences as long as IPOB is concerned. The eagle eyes of IPOB are watching them, and they will not go free for having such minds. If Ohanis and Ndigbo dare travel to the northern Nigeria and apologize to the murderous Fulani Caliphate, IPOB will declare them persona non gratas, and an order will be given to treat anyone that identifies himself or herself as an Ohanis and Ndigbo member, both at home and in diaspora, as a criminal and traitor, and will be treated as one. In fact, going forward, Ohanis and Ndigbo would stop speaking or representing Ndigbo. Chief Iwanyawu, your time has elapsed. Iwanyawu-led Ohanis faction are on their own, as no Igbo person, group, association or community send them to apologize to the murderous Fulani terrorists and their sponsors. If Iwanyawu and his factional group goes to Sokoto to apologize to the Fulani murderers, they should remain there forever. We reject them as Igbos from that point forward. Comrade Emma, powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for Ipob.